Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie project. So this week we are going to be finishing the art advent sketchbook. I've been working super hard to get as many prompts done as possible, and I've continued to do that over the Christmas break as well. We've got 7 prompts left that we're going to do, so let's jump straight into it. So the first prompt we're going to be doing is use colour. Fill this page with red and green objects and or characters. So I started off with a sketch of a few different red and green items. I'm going to use my Ohuhu markers for this one because I really enjoyed using them the other week, and I thought I would try them out in my art advent sketchbook. I started off with this slice of watermelon because it's got that red inner and then the green outer, and I have used that blender to blend that red into like a pinky red colour. I then decided to add some cherries, so we've got this lovely dark red colour, and then I'm blending a lighter colour into the centre, and of course it's got that lovely green stem. So we've got loads of different fruits that we can do for this page that doesn't have to be Christmassy. I wanted to add the coleus plant in here, so I've got a few coleus plants dotted around my house, and some of them have this beautiful green colour with this lovely red edge, and they're so pretty, so I thought it'd be perfect for this page. And then I decided to add my very favourite flower, which is a red rose, in the centre of this page. Now of course I had to add a frog on this page. I chose the red-eyed tree frog because it's perfect. It's got that lovely green body, and then it's got the red legs and the red eyes. Obviously this is the art advent sketchbook, which, you know, is a lead up to Christmas, but I made sure that I wrote on that initial page that this doesn't have to be an advent. This sketchbook can also be done over the space of many months as well. So don't worry if you haven't finished your sketchbook like me. That's absolutely fine. You didn't have to finish it before Christmas. This is a book that you can continue doing over many months. Now this prompt, for example, is filled with red and green things. Obviously you're thinking about Christmas initially, but actually there's so many beautiful summer fruits that you can include on this page. So I wanted to encourage you guys, if you haven't finished your sketchbook yet, it doesn't matter. Keep going with it. Keep powering through. It's all about finishing this sketchbook together. I wanted you to be able to take your time if you wanted to as well. So don't just put this down and think, I'll do it next year. Let's finish it together, even if spring is just around the corner. I absolutely love this page. I'm so glad that I used the Ohuhu markers for this one because they've got such a vibrancy. I really like how much that red really stands out on this page. The next prompt is mindless doodles. Fill this page with mindless doodles. Let Christmas inspire you. But it's after Christmas now, so you don't have to let Christmas inspire you. Well, you could if you want to, if you want it to be Christmas themed, but actually you could go with whatever you wanted to. So I decided to draw a star. I have no idea why. I just went with it. I just went with the star and added loads of squiggles inside the star and outside the star. And then I grabbed 4 of my Simp Tap Artex markers to fill in those little spaces. I decided to go with this cute pastely purpley pink theme because I thought that that would just make it look really pretty and cute, and I just used those 4 colours among this page and filled in all those little gaps. Now this page is a little bit like creating your own colouring page, which is really nice. Obviously you're creating those initial shapes, but then you get to just mindlessly colour it in, which is super enjoyable, especially if you're still recovering like me from Christmas. Unfortunately, I got COVID over Christmas. I was so gutted. I spent loads of time like scheduling my videos so that I could have a proper break and spend time with the kids over Christmas. And then I was so poorly. It was horrible. My voice does sound a little bit weird. I'm sorry that I'm still a little bit gruffly. I'm hoping it'll come back eventually. It feels like it's just going on forever. I wanted that star to stand out a little bit more, so I grabbed my Ohuhu fine liner, which I'm really enjoying by the way, and I then used my Jelly Roll pen to bring that prompt back in there. I then randomly decided to add stitches all the way around the star, and I really liked how that worked. This is the joy of mindless doodling. You're just going for it, you're just having fun with it, and I actually really love how this turned out. I added my fine liner on the pink parts so that it stood out more against the lighter background, and yeah, I'm really pleased with how that one's turned out. The joy is that you can use any shape that you like. You could do a heart shape or a diamond, whatever you wanted it to be, and then add those different swirls in there. But also you could choose a completely different colour palette. So it could be completely different to what I've created. But I really, really enjoyed this idea at the same time. The next prompt that we're going to do is a still life. Arrange some items on a table and sit and draw them. Spend more time looking at them than you do looking at your drawing. So I was having a good look around, trying to find something that I could draw. I was like, I could draw a fruit, I could draw a plant. And I saw my clock just sat on the mantelpiece and I was like, that'd be really cute to draw. And it's got this lovely leather texture, which I quite enjoy. So yeah, I thought, that's what I'm gonna go for. I'm gonna draw this cute little clock. And I just kept looking at it. I kept on trying to take in as much information as possible. And I just began sketching. It was really, really enjoyable having something to just copy. Usually I'm trying to create all these imaginative new ideas. So it was really nice to just sit and draw something for a change. It's funny, realism was always the thing that I did most, whereas now I tend to just use my imagination. So it was really nice coming back to this because I think working on realism, it really pushes you, it really challenges you, which I think is really good for your art skills as well. I was sent these lovely coloured pencils by Woomer. Now, these pencils are not actually available in the UK yet, but I know I've got quite a big American following, so these pencils are available for you guys. I'll make sure I pop everything in the description below. But yeah, these gorgeous pencils were sent to me, and I was really looking forward to trying them out. We've got 72 different colours, and yeah, they've got a lovely soft core to them, artist quality, and they're a really fantastic price. I started off with this brown pencil and my initial reaction was not great because it felt quite chalky and a little bit scratchy, and I'm used to having a Faber-Castell Polychromo which has got that lovely creamy texture. But then when I went in with this darker brown, it had a much more creamy texture, so I was like, oh, maybe these are good. When I came to sharpening them, I had no breakage at all, which was really nice because I know the softer core pencils tend to break a little bit more. Now I got out this gold colour and it was really lovely and creamy. Really enjoyed using that one. And then I used this grey colour, which was a little bit chalky again. So at this point I really had a mixed review with these pencils. I just weren't sure if I liked them or not, so I decided to go in with a background. I used this periwinkle colour, which was creamy but a little bit chalky, but then I got this brown one out. Oh my goodness, it was beautiful. It was better than a polychromo. It was so waxy and creamy and just delicious. I really enjoyed using that one. So I was still very confused. This dark grey was super creamy, but then the lighter grey was a little bit chalkier. So overall, I'm still pretty confused really. I mean, I think that they're really good for the price point. You know, I want to give my honest review. I don't want to say that they're the best pencils in the world, but I think a lot of them do have a real good quality to them. They are a cheaper pencil, so you can't expect polychromo quality. Some of them are polychromo quality. They're really nice and creamy, but then some of them are quite chalky. The majority of them are really good pencils, so I think it would be a really good starter set for someone if you don't want to invest in too much money on colouring pencils. The next prompt is create a cozy blanket. Snuggle up with a hot drink and create a blanket on this page. You could do an illustration of a bed or a chair with a blanket thrown over it. You could create a patchwork pattern with pen and pencil, or create a patchwork of scrap papers, or even crochet, or knit a mini blanket and stick it into the book. I wanted to give as many ideas as possible for this one because you could have so much fun with it. Now, I was very much in the mood to draw frogs today, so I decided to draw another red-eyed tree frog, and this one is in a cozy little heart blanket, which I thought was adorable, and I decided to go in with my Ohuhu markers. Now, I really love using my Ohuhu markers, I'm really enjoying it, but I am a novice, so I don't know much about it. Now, annoyingly, I used the plastic sheet that comes with the Ohuhu markers, and I put it onto the page, but it was actually dirty. It still had some ink left on that plastic sheet. And because of that, when I was using the Ohuhu markers, it was bringing those colours back through the sheet of paper, which was so frustrating because it added a few yellowy red stains onto the frog, which didn't look great, and I was a little bit disappointed. So I grabbed my Artex markers out to cover up the frog in this drawing, which worked perfectly. It covered up the Ohuhu just fine, and I decided to go in with a bit of a yellowier is that even a word? More of a yellow colour for the neck of the drawing. And to finish it off, I added some cute little purple hearts surrounding the frog and went around all that line work again just to make it really stand out. I know you guys love my frog stickers. They have been selling out time and time again. So I thought I would add another frog into the mix. So I have turned this into a cute little sticker and it is so adorable. I just love it. So head on over to the cassieprojects.co.uk to get yours. So the next prompt that we're going to be doing is finish this drawing. Add to this illustration, make it more festive if you would like, and even add colour. So as it's after Christmas, you don't have to add any festivity to it at all if you don't want to, but if you would like to keep it Christmas themed, then go for it. Add lots of tinsel. So this is actually based on a shelf that I've got up in my living room. You can add whatever you want to these shelves. I actually really enjoyed doing the mixed media with the alcohol markers and the acrylic markers, so I thought I would do the same again. I'm going in with this blue colour for the background using the alcohol markers because it's just so easy, especially with that chiseled nib, to fill in a lot of that space. I then decided to use my Artex markers to go in with all those little details. So I added more plants to these shelves and I added a few more extra frames on there. It's quite similar to the shelves that I've already got. I've definitely got a lot less gonks on this drawing than I do in real life because I've got quite a collection now. I just really like gonks. They're just so cute. And yes, I do keep my gonks up all year round. They are for all seasons, not just for Christmas. And I also decided to add a little bit of art in these frames. I thought it'd be really cute to have art on art. I really like how this one's turned out. I just love how different this page is going to look to everyone else. You could add such different things to these shelves and make this picture look completely different. So I can't wait to see what everyone does with this page. Make sure you tag me on YouTube or other social media because I would love to see the finished results of this one in particular. So the next prompt that we're going to be doing is bring life to an object by giving it an expression. For example, choose a household item or a food or a vehicle and humanize it with facial features. Let's move onto the iPad and have a little bit of a plan with this one to see how we can humanize an object. The object that I decided to do was a pencil, of course, so I'm going to give it a face, but then I decided actually it kind of looks like the side profile of a face, so I went with that, and then I added some arms just to bring a little bit more life to the drawing. But then I realised where it's drawing it kind of looks like snot. Is that okay? I'm not sure, but I kind of like the drawing of the pencil, so I'm just going to go with it even though it looks like he's just snotting everywhere. So here he is. I sketched it all out and then went around that using my Ohuhu fine liner, and I really like him. He's a little bit creepy, a little bit weird, but yeah, I'm alright with it. I decided to go in with my watercolour paints as a base because I want to use my Woomer colouring pencils again, and I really enjoy having that watercolour base because it just makes it so much easier. Colouring pencils, they're just hard work, they really make your hand ache. So yeah, with that base underneath, it just takes a bit of that pressure off and it's just much nicer surface to colour on. So I went in with a yellow colour and then a darker yellow on those lines, and it just felt really lovely and smooth and creamy. Now, especially using this black colour for the pupil of the eye, it was so beautiful. I was really impressed with that one. So the more colours that I use in this set, the more I'm starting to enjoy them. I really enjoyed using them over the watercolour. I think that I just struggle using pencil crayons because they hurt my hands, but when you're using it over the watercolour, you've got that base there, which just makes them more enjoyable to use. Finally, the last prompt of the journal is, what's your goal? So what do I want 2025 to look like? Well, to be honest, I really enjoyed 2024, so I wouldn't mind just more of that. And my 2024 was filled with lots of YouTube and lots of art, so I will happily continue down that route. So I added loads of like pencils and paintbrushes and lots of art supplies, and then we've got this big YouTube icon down there as well, because I just want more of that. I want more growth for the channel, and I'm just super excited to create even more things. I've loved doing all these drawings and paintings and sculpting these weird things. It's just been fantastic. We are almost at 4k subscribers already. It's insane. Like, I feel like we've just done the 3k giveaway and the channel is growing so fast. Obviously, I want to do another giveaway, so make sure you continue liking this video, comment down below, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, do click that subscribe button. It really helps, and it's going to push us to get another giveaway even sooner. Now, I don't want to show you a flip through of this whole sketchbook because I'm going to save that for another video. I am going to do a tour of the sketchbook that I filled in this year, as well as my art advent sketchbook. So that video will be coming soon and you can have a proper tour through it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I really hope you enjoyed this series of the art advent sketchbook. Don't worry, this will not be the end. I have already started working on series 2 for next year. Don't forget to get your cozy frog sticker on my website at thecassieprojects.co.uk. Do carry on watching some more videos over here. I will pop in a binge-worthy playlist for you to enjoy. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.